I think we have to make sure we understand that this movement is a movement of peace, a movement of education, a movement of helpfulness, of support, no matter where it's taken place. Arthur Forman, and I am a former professor at Old Dominion University, and I've been a rabbi for 52 years. And I have been very involved with the Hizmet Movement through some of my students at Old Dominion University. I had the honor of being selected as the first rabbi in captivity, as it were, who was asked to be the faculty advisor to the Turkish Muslim Rumi Forum Better Understanding Club of Old Dominion University. And I was honored to be asked, and my students explained to me what the movement was, what it is, and what a magnificent person Fethullah Gulen is, who really is the instrumental architect of the movement. The Hizmet movement means, of course, service, and it means service to people, people who are Muslim, who are Jewish, who are Christian, who are Buddhist, whatever their religion. The Hizmet movement does not discriminate between religious systems, but it works for the good of all and the hurt of none. And I've been honored and fortunate to be part of this movement for several years now. Mr. Gulen is a wonderful man who has probably been the one instrumental person in allowing other people who are not Islamic to see the wonderful sides of the religion, as opposed to the media portrayals of some of the jihadists, the Boko Harams, the Hezbollah, all of those terrorist kinds of groups who, to my mind, are hiding behind the skirts of religion to promote their own gangster-like views. They have those people, those terrorist people, I've learned from Mr. Gulen and from the students I have, those people have nothing to do with Islam. Their religion is not a religion. Their religion is hatred, animosity, discrimination, and bigotry and prejudice. And it's just, they're like gangsters, these people. But they say, oh, I am a true Islamist, which of course is the biggest lie that they could tell. So to my mind, Mr. Gulen, with his ideas of education, of learning, of meritocracy, of openness, of dialogue, and of appreciation of every human being for their own worth and dignity. Mr. Gulen has helped take the stigma off of the women, the feminist groups that some of these radicals have attacked. And today we have the Boko Haram who have captured, almost 300 young girls in Nigeria. And it's people like Mr. Gulen and the Hizmet Movement who are antithetical to that kind of horrible behavior. So I am 100% a supporter of Fethullah Gulen and the movement. Some of his students, whom I had at Old Dominion University, went on to become physics doctors, doctors of nuclear science and so forth. And these are very, very bright people who are very universalist. You know, they're not so particularistic as to labels. And they accept people for who they are and who they aren't. Now, this fits right into the way I was raised. I was born in Seattle, Washington. I'm a first-generation American. And I was raised in an interfaith atmosphere where you accept people and attribute and hope they accept you, and you attribute all the good qualities to people, and if they ever prove you're wrong. I think we have to make sure we understand that this movement is a movement of peace, a movement of education, a movement of helpfulness, of support, no matter where it's taken place. Mr. Gulen has established 140, 150 schools all around the world. To me, these are schools that advance science, mathematics, you should excuse the expression, Western cultural values, not at the expense of anyone else, but certainly in their own right. Values that will make the civilization better for all people. You know, he's labels are a very unusual thing. You know, everybody has labels of who they are and who they're not. And to my mind, the label of Muslim has been bandied around so much by the media and through the Hamas and Hezbollah and the Boko Haram and so forth in such a negative way that you have to say, what is true Islam? And true Islam, to my mind, what I've learned from Mr. Gulen and from his students, is true Islam is a way of peace for all people, not just for some people. It's not an exclusivistic organization. It's an all-inclusive, all-encompassing kind of group. And I had the opportunity of going to Turkey with a group of my Islamic students, my Turkish students, and the warmth, the generosity, the openness, the acceptance was magnificent to behold, truly. And 𝐷𝐢𝐳𝐴, who was our guide and who I feel is my mentor and my big brother, he showed us, you know, what true Islam is like, and not the media Islam, and not what these terrorists call Islam. In fact, I remember he taught me the word jihad does not mean fighting other people and killing people and terrorism. It means an inner spiritual struggle to try to find a relationship with God or Allah or whatever, and to try to find a relationship with your best self and with the heart of others. This is a peaceful, wonderful, magnificent religion. I think it's really important for people of every religious faith and of no religious faith to speak to each other, to be open to each other, and not because if you only harbor your stereotypical prejudices, that's what you end up with, and you don't get to know anybody and what they really feel or what they really believe. It's only when you open up to others and they open up to you in dialogue, in mutual understanding and love and care that you can really have a terrific basis for friendship and for government. I think the struggles going on in Turkey today are, I'm sure, they're very political, and they're, but I think to accuse Mr. Gulen or the Hizmet Movement of stirring up trouble is a canard, a false accusation. I think there are real issues when you have fundamentalist extremist groups of whatever ilk feel that they have to superimpose their will, their nature, and their interpretation of religion or government on everybody else. It's a lot easier to have an extreme point of view and to sell that point of view or not sell it, but to explain an extreme point of view. It's much more difficult to say, well, let's look at that, let's discuss it, let's turn it over, let's see what we have here, what we don't have here. That's much more difficult, no matter what religion you're in or who you are. So when Mr. Gulen and the Hizmet Movement take a position of tolerance, of understanding, of acceptance, of dialogue, it may not be too popular, but to me, it's the only way to resolve differences and to come to a mutual understanding.